first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for the Andre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. Taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and...
Now Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down, Minnesota.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
2nd and 5. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Vikings.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Lions 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Swift. And he's got some... Swift is hit, and he clips it.
That ball was not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now the second down throw on target. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 12.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And opening, and there he goes.
He's going to make
and
everything
he does
happen.
take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
It'll be a loss of a yard. After the penalty, it's Fournette. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
complete to Amari Cooper.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Minnesota.
This is Fournette. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Fournette. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That for a little jolt right before intermission.
We talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra low.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. yards after the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lions take over first.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. They're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 38-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Galladay, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Try to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been... And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
On the carry, it's Logan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Ball carrier.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Fournette. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Running is Swift. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First down, and they go with Swift again. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
2nd and 11 now. takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
3-yard line.
On first down, Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings.
Lining up for the
and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And 4 at the 35.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
And
frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Leonard Fournette there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Vikings 36, Lions 18.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back in. Oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Lining up for the point after.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And this will make it into the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Being chased out left. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by Lions. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Irving Belafonte. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Yeah, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that.
And now here's another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. And that is is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
So 2 yards. Brings up fourth.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.